So I'm gonna save you guys the time. It's already zeroed. It's zeroed fine. We've been hitting some of these targets at like 600 or whatever. I think it was the fucking mount for the suppressor. It's coming loose, flopping the barrel, and then basically it was thrown off the accuracy. I took everything apart. It didn't need lapping according to a gunsmith. He put a lapping tool on it and gave it a couple spins and was like, yeah, this is totally fine. It's flat, whatever. I bedded the barrel with the Loctite 620, the green compound, greased the barrel nut, put it back on. The fucking gas block on the website mentions it's a .750 gas journal 3 times in one paragraph. It's not a 750. It's like a 625. So the gas block I bought ain't gonna fit. So we're just normal gassed. Warhawk 2 to 10 by Swamp Fox. This optic is fucking awesome. We've got Gary here. They can kind of see you. They can see your back. But he's rocking the 20 with a 4 to 16 from Primary Arms. And we're just gonna fucking shoot some long range. That's pretty much it. Let's see if I can hit this bitch again.
Hit that bitch. That bitch tough.
That bitch gay.
That bitch gay. Hit. Nice.
That was a solid hit. All right, I'm gonna hold the same exact hold.
Hit.
Oh, that was a good hit.
Think a little low. Hit. A little high, over the head. Hit. Hit.
Oh, there we go.
Dude, yeah, that fucking, what is it? What are you shooting, 77?
Yeah, Frontier 77.
Dude, yeah.
All right.
You're fucking hitting them.
All right, 77s out of this barrel it is. Impact. See how easy that is on a 20-inch? Impact. I'm also not gonna, I have a bunch of green tip, but I'm not gonna try that because, not for anything with the rifle, but because when it hits the steel, that steel core is gonna spark off of the steel target. And that can cause a fire, and we are so far away, we would not be able to drive around and stop that fire. So for the dickheads that go out and shoot tracers and shit in the desert, you know, FRTs and shit, shooting tracers just off into the desert and in areas like this where you can start a fire, you are literally on the same level of people that I hate as like Israelis.
Turns out the Chipotle chicken salad wrap.
Did you put that in the cooler?
No.
I wouldn't eat that.
I'm fucking eating it.
Don't eat it.
I'm gonna shit my, well, so I already took like 2 bites. But these things are pretty
Is
awesome.
it cold to the touch?
No.
Don't eat it.
Why not?
I promise you, don't eat that. I've seen way too many people get food poisoning from that shit. And remember, what fucked me up over 10 years ago was one time of food poisoning. And it's fucked my stomach up for the last over 10 years.
So there was...
It's not worth it. If you want my fucking protein bar, you can have it.
No. No. I'm
Because
gonna start chomping away at these ants. There was one time, fun story, that I got food poisoning whenever I was at Fletzy in Charleston. I was there for training, and let's say the contracted cooks were all...
You want half of this?
Yeah, I'll take half of it. They were all of a certain minority descent. And this day was chicken.
You break off half.
Huh?
You break off half there.
So we were having chicken, and I was like, oh, okay, this shit's gonna hit. They know how to make this. Well, they did not. We indeed had medium rare chicken, and I was like, what the fuck? So I got food poisoning, but at the time I got food poisoning, it was during our final eval. And it was like, I couldn't skip, I couldn't go to sick call. Like, I had to do it or else I was gonna fail the whole class, and I'd already been there for 2 months and some change. And so we were doing the final eval, and we have to role play. You know, I was the team lead, and I'm talking to the person, the role player, and I'm like, hey sir, how's it going? Bleh! Threw up over the side of like this little simulation that we were doing. Go back to talk to him. I kept throwing up again. And then finally, I'm like, all right, eval's done, that I passed. And they're like, yeah. I'm like, all right, cool, I need to go to sick call. I go to sick call, and it's a Fletzy, so there's like CBP, HSI, it's just a bunch of like other agencies. I go in there, there's 15 people in sick call in the waiting room, just dying.
For the same thing?
Yeah, for the same thing. But I didn't know that at the time, so I walk up to the lady, the front desk lady, and she was like, did you eat the chicken at lunch? I said, yes. She was like, join the rest of them out there. And I was like, motherfucker. Oh, dude, I was pissed. That was easily the worst 3 days of my life. Thankfully, it was on a Friday, though, so I had like Saturday and Sunday to die. But, dude, that was bad.
So, little story time. While I light up this bananas backwood. Long time ago, like 10 years ago, I went to a birthday party, a little fiesta in the backyard, and by the time I showed up, they had shut all the crock pots off. And one of them was filled with what I assume was nacho cheese from like those giant tins, right? And I was so hungry, I wasn't even thinking. I was just like, you know, give me whatever. So I had like chips and that queso and like something else. I don't remember what. And dude, that food poisoning was horrible, but that food poisoning that one time has permanently ruined my stomach since then. Like, it's hard for me to eat a lot of food. I get a lot of nausea. Like, if you follow my Instagram, you probably saw that I posted a bunch of Zofran, which is an anti-nausea medication. I'm basically nauseous. Not so much anymore because I've changed my diet so much over the years, and I take a couple of supplements that help. But without the supplements, without changing my diet, dude, it was nausea it felt like I was gonna throw up at all hours of the day, every single day for the last 10 years. And that's why I say, like, if your food's been sitting out, I don't care how hungry you are, don't fucking eat it. It's not worth it. Don't be like me. It's been surgeries, fucking procedures, stuff like that. I've had cameras down my fucking throat a couple times. Like, it is not worth the fucking $5 you spent on whatever you're eating. Like, go hungry, go to another gas station, get a fucking protein bar. Like,
Sometimes maybe it's worth it though. Let's say there's an event. Maybe you don't want to go hang out with the in-laws on the weekend.
Kill them. Kill your in-laws.
Well, yeah, okay.
That was a hit. I'm aiming right at it.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna hit that square. There you go. There we go. Dude, is that 3 in a row?
Yeah.
All right, the square, for some odd reason, easier to hit. Just off to the right. Aim kind of at its testicle. Impact. That was
a good one.
that was a solid hit.
All right, so we need.
Does it? There we go.
God damn.
Yeah, these 55s are unpredictable, unfortunately, at this distance.
All right, where?
Hell yeah.
Okay, I see where we're at.
So I was just explaining, because I'm a cigar guy. I don't know if you guys knew that. The cigar that he's smoking is called the CAO Consigliere, and it's a. It was made back in the day. The blend, anyways, was made back in the day with The Sopranos, the TV show, and hand me that mic. And it's just an incredible fucking cigar. Anytime I'm on Cigar Bit, I always get a 5 or 10 pack because I know I'm gonna blow through them. But they have a cigar out there for my cigar people out there. It's called the BX3. Dude, if you're a cigar guy, go get a CAO BX3. It's got like a greenish looking foil wrapper on it. Dude, that one is the one. So we're gonna go ahead and try some, was this 55 again? God damn. Too old to be getting into fucking positions like this. So we're gonna do this 55 again. I'm gonna try to do a, you know, one of the things that people like to do is, where is this bitch? Dude, am I tripping? There it is. A lot of people like to do that thing where it's like 1, 2, 3, and you know, you then hear the steel 1, 2, 3. We're gonna go ahead and try that right now. You gonna spot for me? Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna try to hit that steel as quick as I can, and we're gonna see what happens.
Hit.
Yeah, not bad. All right, so we're actually just talking about reticle shit, and he brought up something that I've said before, but I think it's worth kind of reiterating because I've said this in other videos, but for somebody else to confirm it makes sense. So like on this Warhawk, which is a great optic, I think I need more magnification for stuff like this. The reticle on this is incredible. It's awesome. The reticle on the 20, not so much. And it's because of that big fucking horseshoe, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. So I really do like the Swamp Fox, the Warhawk. I wish we just had the right optic. You know, like this is what, a 2 to 16?
4 to 16.
4 to 16. So if you could put that reticle in the 4 to 16, that'd be perfect.
So they make, I think it's a 3 to 15 for this with this reticle, which would be amazing. But like I said, that 3 to 15 Vortex Venom,
Yeah.
that's gonna be the way to go.
Yeah, I like Vortex Venom. Now, that might be a hot take, right? I'm a fucking E4 in the military. I don't have a whole lot of money to fucking... I can't spend $2,000 on an optic or something crazy. So it's like Vortex, Swamp Fox, you're budget friendly, just now getting into long range, I think is very good. But What I don't like about the primary arms is that horseshoe, especially full zoomed out to 16. Right?
It's fucking huge.
Yeah, we're trying to shoot something. It's first focal plane, so we're trying to shoot something at 600 yards, and it's maxed out, and it's still a very small silhouette. Probably say, yay big, maybe like just my torso size, and it really sucks because you can't see the impact. Because that horseshoe is so, I mean, mind you, yes, it is first focal plane, but it sucks because it gets so big, and so it's really hard to see where your impacts are.
Yeah. So basically, like I've said in other videos, and I think the sun coming up just made this bitch hella bright. So when you're missing high, the horseshoe becomes so big at 16 that you're missing in the horseshoe. Whereas with this, it's pretty open at the top. So if I miss high, I can see the impact. You can't see the impact on the 4-16, the primary arms with the ACSS, because the horseshoe is fucking taking up all that real estate. The chevron isn't the worst thing in the world.
No,
I would rather a dot, for sure.
Yeah, I'd definitely rather a dot, especially if you're going full zoom. Now, mind you, I don't know shit about long range shooting. I'm not this massive guru. I don't do competitions. I listen to what my friends tell me, and I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I'll go try it. Me personally, I would definitely prefer the dot instead of the chevron.
Yeah.
It's not bad, but if I could pick pieces off the Warhawk and the PA, I'd just swap the dot, get rid of the horseshoe, and it'd be perfect.
Or just make the magnification on this bigger, like longer.
Yeah.
Like if this was a 4-16, or like I said, I think they make a 3-15, it would be incredible. Because the big front element, you get a lot of light, the reticle's nice, the glass is really clear. But here's the thing, this is like $500-600. The primary arms was $200. But this all kind of goes to something that I say a lot, is when you're buying an optic, buy the reticle. Yeah, having 4-16 or whatever is cool, but if it's a shitty fucking reticle, let's say it's just a duplex where it's just crosshairs, that's completely worthless. If you don't have the Christmas tree or any lines, dots, whatever, I'm no fucking doctor, but if you don't have any of those lines to help you measure and math it out, it's gonna kind of fucking suck. And the ACSS, I think it's meant for something else. I think, because it's like one side of the horseshoe or the other is like for, leading a fucking moving target, shit like that. But obviously we're not fucking doing that. But regardless, reticle choice matters.
Yeah, but I mean, back to the Vortex Venom. Like, I had time under your 5x25 on that 6.5 on the 22-inch 6.5 Creedmoor.
Yep.
And that was an amazing optic. I fucking loved it. It was great. Military, law enforcement, hit it, like, go on GovX. Get that like 40% discount, whatever you can. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I'm fucking poor. So I think on the budget friendly but still very usable, intermediate friendly as well, optics are definitely the way to go.
I don't even think it's a matter of being poor. It's the economy fucking sucks.
No, yeah. I mean,
because
100%.
Like if you had a $500-600 optic a couple years ago, pre-Trump, before he ruined this fucking economy, you would look at $500-600 optic, you'd be like, it's all right. It's not bad. It's not too pricey.
Yeah.
But now you're looking at $500-600, but with $6 gas, and you're like, I don't know about that.
Yeah. And it's like, I live in the Bay Area, right? Or that's where I'm stationed at. It's fucking expensive. Some people are paying $2,700 of rent, and we're only getting $2,500 in BH. And then, it's just living in the Bay Area. Things are very expensive, and it's also California. So,
yeah,
it's a hellhole. But, I mean, yeah, it's just hard right now. Even getting ammo, like getting out.
And that's actually a good point, because I bring up budget shit a lot in my videos. I talk about budget shit all the time. And I know there's people out there that are like, You know, just go ahead, buy the fucking Geisley, the full build, buy the whole thing, buy the whole Daniel Defense, whatever. It's like, you got to think, you're not just buying the gun, you're buying the ammo, you're buying the gas to go to the range, you're buying the targets, you're buying
time
your
too.
time, you're, you know, like when you're winging these rounds, you know, it's hitting you in the fucking, in the wallet every time. That's why I only had one box of 77s out here, is because, you know, I'm not going to sit there and pay $1 a round to be missing. Now, obviously the 77s performed a lot better.
Yeah.
If all we had were 77s, we wouldn't be missing as much as we are. But that's the reality of long range shooting. You know, obviously if I chronoed this and got the data and all the shit on this and that, this would be a lot easier. But again, you got to buy the chronograph. You got to buy the ammo just to get that data.
You got to spend the time learning how to use it. I don't know how to I have no idea how to use a chronograph. I didn't even know that was a thing until about 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
So it's like, now it's more stuff that I got to buy. I know on the Garmin watches, you can use like, I think it's, applied ballistics and shit. I don't know how to use that. So.
Well, and it's all a learning process, but like I said, I always advocate, you know, you don't have to cheap out to the maximum, right? Like obviously don't go on Amazon and get a CV Life 5 to 25.
What is it? The Aim Flex or
yeah, don't
whatever.
go on Amazon and get these cheap Chinese optics. And before you say Swamp Fox is Chinese, I know they are. These are better. It's like with Hollow Sun, where like Hollow Sun's Chinese, but they're fucking awesome. It's kind of like that, right? Primary Arms Chinese, Primary Arms is fucking awesome.
Wow.
But the point I'm trying to make is that, you know, if you spent all your money on your build, only to find out that, you know, you're kind of fucked on the rest of it, you know, you got to cheap out on the optic because you spent all your money on the build. It is what it is. And you know what? There's going to be people that are going to say, you know, get your money up. I get that. But even when I was making 6 figures, I would still look for the deals because it adds up quick. And, you know, life happens. Sometimes you don't always make the money that you're making forever. Life is weird that way. And it is what it is. But this just goes to show that, you know, you can get a good deal off tax swap. You can make it into something better. This ain't even done yet. There's going to be an adjustable gas block for it. The one I got was not the right one. There's going to be an adjustable on this. Probably going to change the buffer. It's like a H2 roughly. I'm going to make it an H3. I like heavy buffers. And then I'm probably actually going to throw this anechoic can on here and make it a little bit better. Another thing actually that I did not talk about in this, this would be a good time to display this, because this has been a massive help, is this guy right here. This is the Sledgehammer by Breek, and it has a little port on the side that redirects gases away from you. And dude, it fucking works. Like me shooting this polonium right now, little gassy obviously because it's overgassed by nature, because it's just a normal gas block and it's an H2 buffer, but it's really not horrendous on the gas that's going into my face. So when this is all dialed in, I think this will be a banger build. I'm really excited about it. I think this barrel is really capable of a lot more than what we're doing right now, but it's an ammo thing. It's always an ammo thing. But who knows, maybe I'll wake up tomorrow and be like, I don't want 16-inch anymore. I want an 18-inch barrel. I don't know, I'm indecisive all the time. But I got this 20-inch that just absolutely fucking slaps. So that's pretty much it. CitraLube.com. Fuck Israel.